G'day footy fans around Australia and the world. This is your Adelaide Footy League BTR Excavations Division 1 clash between the Payneham Norwood Union Falcons and Sacred Heart Old Collegians. We are down here at Payneham Norwood Union Oval this afternoon. Today's day stream brought to you by Archie's. And of course our 5 live streams of Division 1 today are proudly brought to you by High Five E-Bikes, Dartfish, Jag Meatworks, Kimberley Resorts, Programs to Fit, Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Classic Clashes, Custom by ITC, and of course Archie's, where the best on ground today will take home a pair of Archie's and a $50 voucher thanks to the Gully Public House and Garden up there at Tea Tree Gully. Intriguing clash coming your way this afternoon here on Filming Footy. Just got myself, Jack Banwell, on the call today. I'm doing the lone shift. I've got Barnaby on the camera as well, so you'll get the best shots in the business today from Barnaby. So I'll trickle my way through me notes and a bit of pre-match research on the two teams this afternoon, but just some important info for you all. The weather today, just a bit of rain around just before in the B grade game. Bit of cloud, max of 15 degrees, and the toss was won by Mac Haynes for Payneham Norwood Union, and they will kick to the left of screen. So all to play for both teams this afternoon here in the Adelaide Footy League. Stick around wherever you are, fans of both teams. Should be a ripping clash coming your way on Filming Footy. Darcy Gluyas coming across, dropped the mark, the intercept mark, and was tackled well there by Matthew Hockley with the shoulder strap. Looks a bit like Chris Juddy. We love that comparison. He pops it up inside 50, only as far as Bradley Agnew. Sitting in the hole. Takes a nice strong grab above his head. Of course, the former Bays Premiership player, Bradley Agnew, star recruit for Sacred Heart this afternoon. And it's come to Luke Dewhurst on the outer side. So Sacred Heart look to get their run and gun game and their polished ball use game back to where it should be after slipping the last few weeks. Agnew to the near side. Cooper Brinkworth has Carlotto working for him in the pocket, heads in that direction, and he found a fair chunk of space right near the junction. There's the big player coach, Carlotto. He sets it up, top of the square. Who can fly? LeCornu in a wrestle. Francis kicked 3 goals last week. Impressive. Doesn't fall his way though, and he is out for a tackle was Tom Max Wagner, I think that looks like down there for Payneham Norwood Union. Promising signs here for Sacred Heart. Deep inside 50, Rapana, quick snap. Doesn't trouble the scorers, and it's going to be out of bounds for a last touch. Going to be brought in by Max Wagner, in the best players, of course, last week for Payneham Norwood Union, who nearly got the job done against second place St Peter's after a bit of a turbulent week here on Rosella Street. Of course, parting ways with their coach Jeremy Cheney. So they now have Ben Hunt at the helm, do the Falcons. And of course, Sacred Heart are led by player coach Alex Carlotto and Anthony Beamans, who's on the sidelines, does all the sidelines stuff for Alex. McRae over it's come out. Coming out was Giannini. Kick smothered. Ball in dispute, snapped forward by Tom Wagner. In the hole, that man again, Bradley Agnew. Takes it on the chest. Comes inboard to Kenyon, now to Brinkworth. He's got Hildyard working for him on the wing. And Rapana goes to Sanderson. Short little ball. Carlotto working into the space, goes there. Rapana off hands, just falls through his fingertips. Durack couldn't quite get a handball forward. Hunter Window, the man I'm most excited to see play today. Plenty of poise and class around the ball is the word on the street from Sacred Heart. His teammate there, Cooper Brinkworth, didn't find a teammate with that handball, and it's going to be brought in by, looks like Grant Catalano. Long down the line, Kelly. Over the top here, chance, Chris Danzig strolls into 52, chips it in front of Tom Wagner. Was he held? No. Collects cleanly, handballs to a teammate, snapshot, and there's your first of the afternoon. Dylan Pippett. Oh no. I went up, the crowd went up, must have hit the post. Had me head down ready to take a note there. And it's apparently a minor score. Just touching on the ins and outs for both sides this afternoon. For Payneham Norwood Union, 4 changes. Brophy, Morris, Ansell, Crawford, Sanderson are out. Hewson, Nick Kelly, and Harrison Viney. I've only got 3 ins. Not too sure who the other is, so I might have stuffed something up there. That's all right. For Sacred Heart, Kelton, Joe Gluyas, and Jackson Fox are out. And into the side, some big ins for Sacred Heart today. Tristan Karkuro, Alex Carlotto, and Darcy Lacornu. So they all play in the forward half of the ground for Sacred Heart. So they need to get their forward half game going. It's been off in recent weeks. So there's some welcome additions for the old collegians. In the hole, Dewhurst, fantastic grab. With a bit of courage there, standing. Didn't know what was coming. It was big Tommy Wagner. Comes inboard. Will McAuliffe. Handballs to Brinkworth. Streaming forward. Hildyard over the top. Good spoil. Catalano. Rapana. Can he be clean? He does kind of. He keeps it in front. And it's gone out of bounds. Got Bradley Noble and I think that's Nick Kelly in the ruck for Payneham Norwood Union. No, it's Fraser Greaves in the ruck. So he's come across from the Sturt Reserves. Nick Kelly also does play in the ruck a bit for Payneham Norwood Union. So we'll see those two in a sort of 2-on-1 battle with Bradley Noble this afternoon. It's going to be a key part of where the game's won and lost for Payneham Norwood Union. Trying to combat Bradley's influence on the game. It's obviously a star-studded midfield for Sacred Heart. Ethan Moore, Hunter Window, the Bone Crusher McRae, Tyson Coe as well. There's plenty of class through the middle of the ground for Sacred Heart. There's one of them, Coe, hacks it forward. Colotto slaps it out. Left-footed ball, Payne, deep to the top of the square. Doesn't quite hold on, does Francis. Keeps it in front. Plenty of Payneham Norwood Union players around it. Hunter Window trying to get the high one. Holding the man one. And sitting on a Sacred Heart player is Charles Durack. Raced away to 6.5 minutes gone in the first quarter. Payneham Norwood Union lead by a solitary behind, 1-0. It's been an entertaining spectacle so far, even though the scoreline hasn't quite ticked over. Cloud cover is clearing. Doesn't look like there's too much rain around, so hopefully the skills can be nice and polished this afternoon. Seen a couple of nice intercept marks for Sacred Heart. Wagner keeps it in front, hacks it off the ground. Can they create something here? Sanderson's going to be first to the footy. Viney's going to chase him. Did well to force a rushed handball. Gluyas hacks it out, only as far as Payneham Norwood Union, and it looks like Giannini. Little Chisler into Hockley, who marks it on 50. He's got Viney and Wagner. He goes over Wagner's head in the Pippet direction. He was crowded well by Brinkworth. Allowed Gluyas to come over and just rush that one out of bounds. Sacred Heart come into this one. 5th place on the ladder. Payneham Norwood Union currently in the relegation zone with only 3 wins, sitting in 9th. Separated between them and Prince Alfred, who are also on 3 wins. Only about 3% separating Payneham and Prince Alfred in 9th and 8th this afternoon. Prince Alfred are playing at home today to Salisbury North, who have been in some red-hot form, have the Hawks. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that one, and if it looks positive here for Payneham, we'll definitely bring you some updates to see how Prince Alfred are doing over there, because of course if they win it does make it a little bit harder for Payneham to stay up in Division 1. But a win here and a loss for Prince Alfred makes it really interesting come the remaining 5 games of the season. Deep entry there for Payneham, and was marked by Sanderson. Dewhurst with a bit of poise, just marked under the pressure of Sparkle. It's with Karkuro now. his first involvement since coming into the side. Neat ball down the line, McAuliffe. Good spoil, Rahui. Sparkle with a bit of time. Handball over the top. He's going to be under immense pressure straight away. Kakuro did well. McKenzie can't keep it in. Another stoppage. Some other absentees for Payneham Norwood Union today. Obviously, Sam Morris played last week, not playing today. And Matty Nunn. So some huge outs from the middle of the ground for the Falcons. With courage, back with the flight. Sensational mark, Nick Kelly. That was a pipe floater and he kept his eyes on it the whole time, did Nick Kelly. Best on ground versus Shock in round 4, so this is positive signs for him. Man who's come across from Anglevale at the start of last season. He's going to kick from right on 50. Strikes it well, but it's to the far side. Over the back. Off hands. And eventually rushed through. Gluyas. Positive signs early here for Payneham Norwood Union. Been able to generate some deep entries. And Sacred Heart yet to fire a shot. 10.5 minutes gone on the Kieran Hayaketsu scoreboard. Ethan Moore back with the flight. Didn't know what was coming. Had only eyes for the ball the entire time. And he marks on 48. He's been in a rich vein of form, has Ethan Moore. I dare say he's one of Alex Colotto's favourites. You know what you get with him week in, week out through the middle of the ground. 5 times in the best players last 5 games. Comes in for their first goal of the game. Not going to register a score. Kept in, Colotto slaps forward. Giannini hacks it out. Only as far as Hildyard. See something he likes on the far side. Kakuro with the fly. Good spoil. Rapana at ground level. Tackled straight away there by Theodorakopoulos. It's going to be a fun last name to say throughout the afternoon. Theodorakopoulos. Kakuro does the tackling this time on that man. He's going to be helped to his feet. Can they generate something here, Sacred Heart? Rapana's trying to get on the move. Colotto taps it boundary side. 3-on-1 for Payneham. They should clear now. And Rapana just slipped one high on Giannini. It's been extremely interesting to see the last 6 weeks of form for Sacred Heart. Extremely worrying. They're only going one direction on the table, and that's down at the moment. They were second a couple of weeks ago. They find themselves in 5th. The last 6 weeks, they've only managed the 2 wins. The 4 losses have come against the top 4 teams. Ross Trevor, Golden Grove, Port District and St. Peter's. McKenzie, long searching ball forward. Good spoil, McRae. Only goals goal side though. Put his teammate under a bit of heat there, Sanderson. Tried to play for the free, but with a smart tackle was Matty Nye. Didn't catch him high. And the experienced umpire down there doesn't fall for it. Throws it up. Noble taps it inboard. Strong tackle. Repeat stoppage. PNU took a very positive step in the right direction, undermanned against St. Peter's last week, going down by 12 points and had that game well within their rights to win. 1-7 at quarter time. And they're currently 0-2, so hopefully it's not more of the same for their sake this week. Oh no, that's nearly a big error. Durack had his teammate there for support to mop it up. And he finds Catalano on the near side. Goes back to Durack. Houston now. Searching ball to the outer side. Max Wagner. Little snapping ball over the top. They're on here now. Christanzi has plenty of time to have a bounce. He's got Viney over the top. Handballs. Time to steady here, Harry Viney. Just sneaks it in for a minor score. They'll be kicking themselves there, Payneham Norwood Union. Either could have found a mark inside, or potentially another handball to a man under a bit less pressure. I'm sure Harry Viney would rather have gone back had the opportunity to have a set shot instead of taking it on the run off 2 steps, but not to be. He's been in excellent form this year, Harry Viney. Mackenzie's been a little bit quiet the last few weeks, and reading it better than Kelly was Gluyas. Really good mark, and he's been in some good form, has Darcy Gluyas. Best players in the last couple of matches, and also got in the best players in this reverse fixture earlier in the year. There's plenty to like about him off half-back. Kelly just threw his fingertips, spun into trouble, and it's trouble now for Payneham. Francis in a one-on-one, sticks the one mid out. Mac Haynes did well, but he did catch a little tug of the jumper. Umpire saw it. Carlotto all on his own in acres of space. Can he mark? Max Wagner, sensational spoil coming across the front. Hildyard being corralled. Cross between corralled and harassed there by me. So that Kieran Hayaketsu scoreboard hasn't ticked over too much. I think they want advantage here, Sacred Heart. Dusty Lacornu took the mark from the high tackle, but Bradley Noble's going to have it. Man on the mark's right on 50. Comes inboard to Hildyard. Going to try and find the spare man on this fat side. They go near side. Lacornu over the back. Spoils in front of Mackenzie. And out of bounds. So the Kieran Hayaketsu scoreboard hasn't ticked over too much in this first quarter. 16.5 minutes gone. Payneham hold the lead. 3 behinds to Sacred Heart, yet to score. Ball back in now, bobbling around. There's plenty of Payneham Norwood Unions players around it. I think they'd be satisfied with their effort and intensity in this first quarter, Payneham. Plenty of players around each contest. They're not being outnumbered, outworked by Sacred Heart. Just need to do the fundamentals well today, Payneham. Don't have as much class and polish and ball skills as Sacred Heart do, so they need to just bring the effort for all 4 quarters. Mackenzie clears. Great mark, Kelly. Viney's in a one-on-one here, but it's probably not going to get there straight away. Catalano stopped and propped, put himself under pressure. Did well to get a handball out. Kelly, Viney, Carlotto backing back. Viney, great spoil, off hands. Matty Nye, sensational wrap. Efforts like that are crucial to Payneham Norwood Union's success today. They can't let Sacred Heart rebound with ease. That tackle exemplifies what they need to do today. He's in there again. Matty Nye, experienced campaigner. Wagner. Handball's out. Nye. Little soccer kick, only as far as Carlotto. Giannini, what's the umpire saying? A trip. Comes to centre wing now for Sacred Heart. They move this one inboard. I think it's going to be a trademark of their play today. Brinkworth. Their halfbacks love getting involved in their offence. Simons presenting. Not going there. Christanzi. Goodness me. Sanderson just had enough poise there to hold on. Comes to Carlotto, short to Simons, who's got Glueus on. Kelly does well to corral on the mark. Those eyes are looking inboard, Clayton Simons. And he's bitten off something. Sanderson. He's got Bowen Payne on the outer side. It's over his head. Coming off his man. Max Wagner doesn't hold the tackle. They could find themselves out now, Sacred Heart. Hildyard, drilling ball inside 50. Only as far as Mackenzie, who's having a good start to this match. Harry Viney just missed the pretty much a regulation drop punt down the line, unfortunately there to Tommy Wagner, so it's dribbled out of bounds. Greaves just caught behind Carlotto. Window got the arms free, got a handball out. Moore did the same, got a kick away. Window. Boundary line beat him to it in front of Rahui. Rahui looks to be playing a bit behind the ball today. Last season, predominantly as a small forward. It's a bit of a role change there for Taj. McRae, he's the tackle this time. Normally we see him laying the tackles. Agnew, another tackle. And ball up. Just ticked over into red time here in this first quarter, and still that Kieran Haiketsu scoreboard not ticking over as much as we'd like, but if you're a Payneham Norwood Union fan, you'd be stoked this one's tight. And they've brought the effort and intensity, and they go deep inside 50 again. Viney in front. Doesn't look too happy with the treatment he just got there from Sanderson, but Sanderson just whacked it out of bounds. He's going to have his work cut out for him from here on in. Zach Sanderson, done well so far. Only one or two clear opportunities there for Payneham. That snapping ball must have clipped the post on the way through. We all thought it was home. Kelly now snaps it across his body. Simons doesn't take it on the clean one-hander. Kept it in front. Hildyard dumped. And the umpire says so. Sacred Heart players remonstrate. Hildyard gets up and takes his kick, and he's found the bone crusher right in the guts. Held up well by Greaves. He's got Will McAuliffe here on this near side. Doesn't have much to kick to though. Just chips it over the top to Window, who's got Mackenzie for company. Plays on. Goes long. Gets it over Mac Haynes' head. Kakuro doesn't hold on. Looked like it was going to stick as he was taking the diving slips catch, but it just slipped out on the roll. So it's a little half chance, but it's gone begging for Sacred Heart. It'll be a boundary throw in. Again, that's the ball movement that we talk about from Sacred Heart. From defence to offence in an absolute flash. Can they get there first? Moore, hands free. Got a handball out. Will McAuliffe. Only as far as Rahui. Mac Haynes slipped over as he kicked from the goal square. Catalano, Hildyard, Rapanen out. 3-on-1 for Sacred Heart. McRae, top of the square. Noble should mark. Just over his head. Simons evades, gets a handball. Tyson Coe now. Will McAuliffe, Henry McAuliffe, with the left. Bang! That's your first of the afternoon. Henry McAuliffe took 23 minutes on the Kieran Haiketsu scoreboard, but we have our first major. McRae with the clearance to Simons. Just been a little bit fumbly so far to start this game, Clayton. Normally has lots of poise, lots of class, lots of clean skills, Clayton. He'll look to rectify that as the game goes on. Agnew, harassed by Giannini, who started well for the Falcons. Best players last week, and Giannini in the thick of it again, head over it. Colotto gets a handball out. Agnew should be first on the scene. Kristanzig comes out. Giannini, kick smothered. McRae in the phone box. They get it into out in a flash. And they're on now. It's the goal kicker, McAuliffe. Sorry, that's his brother, Will. Goes in the Kakuro direction. Doesn't have the height advantage, so ball smothered. Giannini, good handball. Greaves, good tackle. Rapana. And Sacred Heart's intensity's just gone up a notch. That goal's given them a bit of life. They definitely needed it. It's been a bit lacklustre to start the game. McRae, Moore, torpedoed out of there by Rahui. Sanderson playing in front of Viney. Agnew's first on the scene. Sparkle kept his feet. Darcy Gluyas just clipped Sparkle high. Tom Wagner, he's got advantage out the back. Goes in that direction. Or Viney. They can raffle it off. Viney! Perfect kick there, Tyler Sparkle, to the advantage of either Tommy Wagner or Harrison Viney. They didn't get in each other's way. That was the key there. This to give the Falcons the lead heading into quarter time. You just heard the siren. Makes no mistake, Harry Viney. That's given the crowd some life. And that does bring us quarter time here at Payneham Oval. 1-3-9. Plays one straight 6, the home side, taking a 3-point advantage into quarter time. We'll be back after these quick messages. Play for Payneham, mate? You playing tomorrow? Who are you versing? Oh, that's where I'm from. I'm from Golden Grove. Are you going to win? Okay. Nice. Nice. Are you going to kick any goals?
Probably not, because my coach has put me in defence and midfield more than forward pushing.
That's alright. It's good. Wow. That's pretty good. I reckon Viney's kicked 25 this year as well.
His cousin plays in Jack.
Is that right? They're cousins, are they? There you go. Not all day, just for this game. Yeah. What about you? Have you been here all day?
No,
Just got here? What's his name? Oh, yeah? I thought he was a forward.
He used to be, but we've got a new coach because other one got sacked.
He did.
He's got put on. We've got a better coach, and then we went to do that, and then coach Central District's women's.
Yep.
He's back here.
He is back here, isn't he? Ben Hunt, his name is.
It's a pretty low-scoring game.
Yeah, it is.
3 points in the first 19 minutes.
Yeah, I know. It was pretty low scoring, wasn't it? What's your name, young fella?
Arlo,
What's that? Arlo. I'm Jack. Nice to meet you, mate.
Payneham have to win this, or they're getting relegated.
They do. They really do. They are.
It's either us or some the team above us.
Yeah, the other team's Prince Alfred. They're playing at the moment.
They've got this everywhere and some AFL players.
They do.
They're playing like that with AFL players.
They're losing by 3 points at the moment
Against?
against Salisbury North. They're good this season.
I went to their game and it was
That would have been a good game, I reckon. Salisbury North are very good. Did you want to, when this microphone turns on, did you want to talk to me while the game's going? You can be a commentator. How's that sound? Will your mum and dad care? No, you don't have to if you don't want to.
Oh, I'll do it. like when I play Fortnite when it's my bedtime, I don't get a comment.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So I don't think.
And you can show them on YouTube tonight. Yeah? Alright, sweet. We'll roll with that. Just wrapping up quarter time here at Payneham Norwood Union Oval, and it's the home side who currently hold a 3-point advantage, 1-3-9, plays one straight 6 Sacred Heart in what was a pretty dour sort of first quarter. Payneham Norwood Union looked to bring the intensity and the spark that they need to stay up and stay alive in Division 1, whereas Sacred Heart, that goal right at the end of the quarter just breathed a bit of life into their game this afternoon. Our 5 live streams of Division 1 proudly brought to you by our sponsors High Five E-Bikes, Dartfish, Jag Meatworks, Kimberley Resorts, Programs to Fit, Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Classic Clashes, Custom by ITC, Archie's and the Gully Public House and Garden, where the best on ground will take home a pair of Archie's thongs and a $50 voucher thanks to the Gully. I'm Jack Bamwell here, solo today on the call, and we've got Barnaby on the camera bringing you these brilliant pictures live and uninterrupted on Filming Footy YouTube page. And just on quarter time, a special guest has joined me from the Payneham Norwood Union cheer squad. His cousin is currently out there playing at the moment, Taj Rahui in the number 11. And we've got young Arlo who's going to join us for a little bit. Say good day to all your mates out there that are watching on YouTube and all the fans of Payneham Norwood Union and Sacred Heart.
Let's go Payneham. Hope they win.
Let's go Payneham. What was one of the things you said to me in the break just before? What do Payneham Norwood Union need to do today?
They have to win or they're getting relegated.
They have to win or they're getting relegated. You heard it here first, Payneham Norwood Union fans. Pull your finger out for little Arlo so he can continue being a commentator on YouTube. What did you like about the first quarter?
The goal on the siren.
The goal on the siren. And that was Harry Viney, wasn't it? Oh, there's your cousin who's just got the ball, but the kick was smothered and it was out of bounds. So he made a little error there, did Taj, but that's all right. He did some good things in the first quarter, didn't he?
Yep.
And he used to be a forward, yeah? Now he's a defender?
Yep. Our coach that used to coach Central District's Women's has changed a couple of players' positions.
Fair enough.
He's changed Taj, Nick Kelly and Max Wagner.
Max Wagner, yeah. And Nick Kelly. Where did they used to play? What positions did they used to play and where are they playing now?
Nick Kelly, I think he's in the midfield. I think he used to play half-back.
Yep.
Taj used to play forward and Max Wagner is half-back and he used to play full-back.
So Max Wagner's playing up the ground a little bit, you reckon?
Yep.
Getting more of the footy?
Yeah, he has been getting the footy a lot this season.
Yep.
And his brother in the team as well, Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy's a superstar.
Yeah.
He's the captain as well, the co-captain.
Yeah.
Getting all the insights to Payneham Norwood Union here at Payneham Oval from one of the up-and-coming A-grade players. Do you want to play? Do you want to be an A-grade player, or do you want to play AFL one day?
A-grade player, and then build up to be an AFL player.
A-grade and then AFL. That's what all the best. That's what all the best players do. They play A-grade when they're really young. You're a little bit off that, but I reckon one day you can get there. You said you kicked 20 odd goals this season in your junior team.
Yep.
And what age group is that?
Under 9s.
Under 9s, and you kicked 25 goals this season. That's a pretty good effort, mate. And now you've been moved to the defence, you said.
Yeah.
So that means you're not going to be able to get as many goals.
No, but it's more of a midfield time thing, so I can get a couple goals a game, at least.
Sacred Heart to move the ball well. And that's Arlo's cousin there. Taj takes a really nice mark, intercepting. And goes to, looks like the skipper. Long driving ball forward for Payneham Norwood Union. In the hole is Brad Agnew. So we saw that a few times in the first quarter. He's just reading everything and mopping everything up at the moment for Sacred Heart. To McRae, now to LeCornu. To the outer side for Sacred Heart. They've got some options inboard. Bites one off. Window. Coming across there, Isaac Hewson. Chipping ball to Hockley.
Who's running with him? Who's leading?
He's got Pippett on his own on the wing. Goes in the Wagner direction. Got rid of his opponent.
Have a shot.
The umpire says it's a free. He goes to the even one-on-one in the space for Viney. Just in front of Harry Viney. Ball comes. Viney with a bit of candy. Steps inside. And pushed it to the near side. That got us up on our feet, didn't it?
Yep.
Nearly got it. What's the score now? Tell the fans the score.
The score's 1-4-10, Paynham's way to 1-0-6, Sacred Heart losing by 4.
So the home side started the second quarter off very well. Umpires found a 25-metre free there for Bradley Noble. He's going to come to about 70 out. What's the umpire found here? He's just got to wait for Fraser Greaves to get on the mark. It's another opportunity going begging for Payneham. Out of their 4 behinds, 3 have probably been gettable, so they could well have a bigger lead. Noble pumps this one long and strong. Francis can't get there. Hewson off hands, tackled Rapana. LeCornu, good handball. Henry McAuliffe with a bit of poise. Handball. Hildyard makes no mistake. So, big miss at one end for Payneham Norwood Union. And Sacred Heart go down the other and put a little dagger the other way. So they hold a 2-point advantage now. And we have played 6 minutes in this second quarter. Both sides ring the changes. Bo McRae comes to the pine, playing through the midfield. Rapana comes for a well-earned spell. His pressure's been excellent thus far. Deep inside forward 50 for Sacred Heart. And the crafty and mercurial Kakuro makes his way to the forward line for Sacred Heart. Noble just wins that one down and gets his clearance now. Coe, time to steady. Long ball in the Francis direction. Got front spot. Kakuro, McAuliffe around it. Payne, good handball. Francis off one step to the goal square. Carlotto. Excellent spoil, Charles Durack. McKenzie brings this one back in board. Giannini dropped what he probably should have taken. Mopped up Rahui. Hewson. I like the look of Hewson. It's a searching ball to the wing. Gluyas used his body real well. Shrugged off Tommy Wagner. Comes in board on the right pill. Good intercept mark there for Payneham. Giannini waited for it. Wasn't sure if that was 15 metres, but the umpire said it was. Goes to the outer wing now. Mackenzie. Drilling ball straight down the spine. Good collect. Good handball to a teammate. That secondary handball, though, missed its mark. That was Theo Durakopoulos. Now Sacred Heart with the turnover. Coe goes to the outer side. Lecornu. Sensational kick there by Coe. That kick by Carlotto's down at his ankles. By Lecornu, sorry, to Carlotto. Mackenzie mops up for Payneham and he's corralled out of bounds by Lecornu. Do you reckon when the ball was just back here, Arlo, they kicked it back into the centre? Do you reckon they should have just kicked it long to the forward?
Yeah, they should. They had Viney and Wagner open. They had Max Wagner on the wing open on the 50 metre, which he could have passed up into the goal square to Viney.
There you go. There's your special comments. That ball inside 50 by Sacred Heart has drifted out of bounds on the full. Played nearly 9 minutes here in this second quarter, and the away side have a slender lead by 3 points. Ball in dispute, collected, Window got his handball out with a bit of time, but the kick is shanked. It looks like Brinkworth out there was bumped as he kicked, and it's out of bounds on the full. Didn't have high hopes of a high-scoring contest coming into this one, with Payneham sitting second last in the comp for points for, and Sacred Heart going through a major form slump, only averaging 60 points in the last 6 weeks, and in those losses they've barely fired a shot in their 4 losses out of their last 6, only averaging 48 points per game. So something needs to change for both sides. They need to be able to try and kick a winning score if Payneham are going to survive in the top flight, and if Sacred Heart are going to consolidate their spot in the 5 and win that elusive final, which they haven't been able to for the last couple of years. Here's Paynham's opportunity going forward now. Lurs, handball to a teammate, kicked forward only as far as Gluyas, who's been sensational this afternoon. Darcy Gluyas. He's got Agnew. He ran into some trouble though, Hockley, and that's a throw. Umpire says it's a handball. Wagner. Ball's come out. Umpire says it was a sling tackle, I think. Oh, and the umpire's going to send Tom Wagner off. So that was initially a free for Payneham. And then Wagner got up and remonstrated with the person who slung him. There was nothing in it. And he's been sent off with a yellow card. So Tom Wagner's got the next 10 minutes in the sin bin. But even though Wagner gave away a 25, Payneham have the ball. So I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure if there's a yellow card, the other team should have the ball. So I think that's maybe what the secondary umpire's coming in and saying, perhaps. Joey Costanzi, I think it is. Oh no, he's just come onto the ground. There we go. Normality has restored. It's been restored. There's a few Payneham Norwood Union fans who need a shot up here on the balcony. It was just a comedy of errors. Not 15, says the umpire. Nope, he's called the mark. Gluyas. Rolls onto his right boot. He's a left footer. Coe. Wheels onto his left. Lecornu, and Mackenzie takes a strong mark. It's been good this afternoon, Brad Mackenzie. Agnew and Sanderson just sitting in the hole. Probably couldn't go down the line like they wanted. Sparkle. Kristanzig on the lead, goes in that direction over his head. Drop mark. Hockley. Kristanzik in pursuit of Agnew. Wraps him up. What does the umpire say? Holding the ball. The home fans love that effort from Joey Kristanzik. Our man on the camera, Barnaby's right behind this one. What do you reckon, young fella? Does he put it through?
Yeah, he did. He used pressure on that tackle.
Do you reckon he'll kick the goal?
Depending on how that he kicks it and the angle of it.
Quick, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. All right, let's go. Joey Kristanzik, tight angle. He's got the fans behind him. Looks good off the boot. He's celebrating. Umpire says behind. Goodness me. They're going to lose their marbles up here, the home fans. He struck it really well off the boot. I think it did just fade. I think it's correct call from the umpire. He was off and celebrating, Kristanzik. It's come to the outer side now for Sacred Heart. This game's just gone up a notch. Plenty of feeling in it. 1-5 now for the home side. Colorado takes it on the outer wing and wheels and pumps it long. Lecornu and Francis fly, and it's Lecornu. He's battled with injuries the last couple of years, Darcy Lecornu. Three games in the reserves before this is his first game in the A grade this season. Strolls in and makes no mistake, Darcy Lecornu. You can feel the energy and the excitement just deflating out of the Payneham fans as that one went through. They've had all the ascendancy just about in this quarter. Plenty of time the ball is spent in their forward half, and Sacred Heart have gone down and gone bang bang. 2 goals won this quarter versus 2 behinds and 2 gettable shots at that as well for the home team. McRae got Catalano high. And you get tackled by the bone crusher McRae. You feel it. Plenty of players moving for him forward of the footy. Catalano goes straight down the guts. Brinkworth is going to chop that off. Wasn't his best effort. It was a bit of a pie floater. And coming across was Brinkworth, who found Simons, who's got Noble working for him down the line. And that was Max Wagner, got a spoil in. Window, plenty of poise. Kick inboard. Sensational mark under a bit of heat there, Henry McAuliffe. Has the poise from Hunter Window to turn inside and bite that one off. McAuliffe long down the line. McRae, Lecornu in position A. Good spoil, Durack. Only as far as Kakuro though. Rapana. It's probably holding the ball. Took the tackler on. Umpire said no. Sparkle. Kelly to a 1-on-4. And he's marked it. He's got Kristanzik all on his own. You can hear the fans screaming. Kristanzik crunched. Play on. Wraps him up. Umpire says my ball. Sanderson just got an off ball on that spoil. It was a big body spoil on his opposite number. Tapped forward now. Simons takes on the tackler, Matty Nye. Repeat ball up. 17.5 minutes gone on the Kieran Haiketsu scoreboard. Greaves on the move. Giannini gets a handball out. Kristanzik has to hurdle Hildyard. Deserves a goal, Joey Christanzig. McAuliffe with the one hand, got the handball out. Agnew, Giannini. Good to see there's plenty of patrons here on the balcony here at Payneham Norwood Union. Hasn't been the season they would like, but they're giving their absolute all this afternoon, are the Falcons. Greaves grabs it out the ruck. Scrubber kick forward. Touched a few bodies on the way through, and it's going to be... Didn't touch a few bodies on the way through, apparently, and umpires found a 25. I'm assuming he copped a few choice words there from Matty Nye. So Clayton Simons will bring it in, 30 metres out from his own goal. Goes straight down the guts, McAuliffe. Hildyard running for support. Kakuro all on his own, marks on 50. He's got a couple of players free. Window offers a short lead. Kakuro just stabs it to the pocket. Lecornu gets there. Lecornu with one today, rolls around on the left and doesn't get any purchase on it. Simons! Back to Lecornu across the face with a soccer kick and stayed in, and he's marked it. So he's going to have another look here, Darcy Lecornu, if he can't find a mark. Looks like he's going to have the shot. No, he's going to centre it. Francis! Good body work there by Simons to allow him the clean jump, but he couldn't hold on. Moore corrals his teammate out of it. Rapana handballs boundary side. Simons on the left, across the face. It's been an interesting second quarter, hasn't it, Harlow?
Yes, it has.
What do you think of Payneham's chances from here? They've been competitive, haven't they?
Yeah, their chances are poor, I think. Payneham can come back with a win, but it's more of a Sacred Heart chance.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I reckon it's 9 points the margin at the moment. They've been pretty good. They've burned a few opportunities, haven't they?
Yeah.
They need to put the ball through the big sticks, not through the little sticks.
They just need to play quick and smart.
Play quick and smart. That's some pretty good advice,
more.
I reckon. Umpires found a free there for in the back on McRae. Sacred Heart co-captain pumps it long and strong. Lecornu at the back. Co's going to be first on the scene. He does, and he's put it through. So again, something out of nothing there for Sacred Heart. And all of a sudden they find themselves 15 points to the good. It's been a classic Sacred Heart performance thus far. Hitting them on the counter-attack, hitting teams on the counter-attack. And it looks like all the ascendancy is with the other side. Sacred Heart are just finding a bit of polish forward of the footy. Moore with the clearance. McAuliffe, good above his head, spoiled this time. Houston finds Mackenzie, streaming forward. Chisler. Hildyard read it well. Window over the top. Payne. It's a left footer trying to work back onto that left. He does with a handball. Kakuro steps inside. Back to Payne. Window. Marks about 60 from home. Goes to the fat side. Francis coming across the front. Spoiled. Durack clears as far as he can. Took a bit of work from a teammate, and that teammate was Mac Haynes, who held firm. Goes all the way back to the goal square to Durack, looking for the switch. That kick's not great. It's going to put Max Wagner under immense pressure. Catalano, good hands, but kick was smothered. Rahui, got a bit of work to do here, the Falcons. They've done well to get that out. Christanzi just caught behind by Gluyas. Kick wasn't to his advantage. Gluyas has time now. Kelly did well to get a mitt across, but it fell to Noble, who could kick. Kakuro with the fly. Ko, for a second in a minute, hits the post. Payneham are trying to play quick now. McKenzie. Sparkle comes inside. In the 15, Dylan Pippett. That's a terrible kick. Not even sure if he looked there. And it fell into Sanderson's lap. Viney looked a bit disgusted with that one, unfortunately. Hildyard pumps it long and strong for Sacred Heart. Kakuro in front. Ball's hit the deck. McAuliffe tries to win the free. Kakuro tackles. So does Will McAuliffe. 24 minutes gone on the Kieran Hayaketsu scoreboard. 16 points to the good are the visitors. It's been 3 goals to 2 behinds in this quarter. Window from 45. To the far side, just pushed it a little bit. Streaming inside from that hat kick. That's what happens when Sacred Heart can set up their wall, set up their zone. It's hard to get out of there. Pippett did really well to use the body, take a good mark, goes down the line to a one-on-one. Viney being held. Umpire agrees. Not a lot working for him forward. Just plenty of one-on-ones, sort of all standing there in the same spot. He kicks it to that pack. Catalano was just all unopposed.
Over the top! Over the top!
Catalano has Christanzi. Chipping ball. And they eventually work it out. And it's with Matt and I. Just needs to compose himself here, Matt and I. Doesn't need a rush. Well within his distance. There's no breeze to speak of here at Payneham Oval. Just a bit of cloud cover overhead. Coming through from the back, Brad McKenzie. And he's put it through. BMAC. If there's one person you want the ball in the hands with, if you're a Payneham Norwood Union player, fan, teammate, it's that man, Brad McKenzie, and he makes no mistake. It's what they desperately needed going into half-time. Brings the margin back to 11 points. Do you reckon Brad's the best kick on the team, Arlo?
Yeah, he's got a pretty good kick.
Yeah. He's a bit like Scott Pendlebury, I reckon, with his left foot.
Yeah, he's pretty similar. He's got a high kick, he's got a good low kick, he's got a hard kick, he uses pressure a lot.
Doesn't make too many mistakes, does he, by foot?
No.
Sacred Heart going forward. This would be a killer blow just before half-time. Max Wagner just gets a handball out. Hildyard. Theodorakopoulos. Hunted, holding the ball. Will McAuliffe. 27 minutes gone. Calls of blow the siren from the fans. Is there enough time? There might be. Ball's tapped goalward. Rapana. Can Simons keep it in? He does. Sells a bit of candy. Corral over the line. Max Wagner. Can't be too much longer left here in this second quarter, in this first half at Payneham Oval. Ball in. Front position Greaves. Handball to Ko though for Sacred Heart. Rapana corrals Houston over the boundary line. is your halftime siren. Payneham had a lot of the play in that quarter. Had plenty of chances at the start of the quarter as well to get a bit bigger of a lead. And Sacred Heart went bang, bang, bang. 3 of their own versus Paynham's 1 goal in that second quarter to take 11-point lead into half-time. We'll be back on the other side of these messages and for all your second half action here in the Adelaide Footy League. Just wrapping up half-time here at Payneham Norwood Union, where they are taking on Sacred Heart. They currently find themselves 11 points down after 3 goals, 4 behinds to 1 goal 2 in that second quarter for Sacred Heart. Has them 11 points to the good away from home this afternoon in a cloudy, overcast but relatively dry day here in Adelaide. There was a bit of rain around a couple of hours ago, but that's subsided. For Payneham Norwood Union, they've probably, out of their 2 goals, 5, probably missed 4 gettable shots in that first half, so they could be either in... They probably should have been a little bit further in front towards the start of that second quarter before Sacred Heart got on a bit of a roll and kicked a few goals out of nothing. But Sacred Heart are moving the ball pretty easily from their defence to their forward 50, but sort of breaking down inside forward 50. Haven't had many marks and easy looks on goal. Had 1 goal out of nothing. Co running out the back off hands, putting that one through. We'll quickly just touch on those goal kickers before the second half begins. Viney and McKenzie have 1 apiece for the home side. And for Sacred Heart, McAuliffe kicked a sensational goal in the first quarter. And then in that second quarter, LeCornu, Coe and Hildyard all got on the end of 1. So just touching on that score again, 2-5-17. The home side trailing 11 points, 4-4-28. Sacred Heart. Both sides obviously in desperate need of a win this afternoon. And our 5 live streams of Division 1 are proudly brought to you by our sponsors: High Five E-Bikes, Startfish, Jag Meatworks, Kimberley Resorts, Programs to Fit, Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Classic Clashes, custom by ORTC, Archie's, where the best on ground will take home a pair of Archie's thongs, and they'll also take home a $50 voucher thanks to the Gully Public House and Garden in the northeastern suburbs of Adelaide. Another one of our fantastic partners and sponsors of the pubs around the northern suburbs of Adelaide that help out the Adelaide Footy League. Some of the better players in the first half for either side. McKenzie, I thought, was sensational across half back. He's been a little bit quiet in recent weeks, so he might feature among the best players this afternoon for Payneham. Kelly in the ruck and forward lines thought has been pretty good. Chris Danzig pressure in the forward line for Payneham in that second quarter really gave them the spark they needed up forward. Kicked it behind. It looked like it was going through, but just faded in that second quarter. And for the away side, their defenders have been setting up the game beautifully. Agnew, Gluyas and Sanderson in defence. The key back on Harrison Viney has been sensational in that first half. As we start the second half, Viney picks up below his knees, snapping ball, and it's through! 15 seconds gone in the third quarter. Big Harry Viney. Sensational one-handed scoop. Had time to steady and rolled it home. That's the spark they needed coming out of half-time. For the second quarter, I also had one of Payneham Norwood Union's biggest fans. He's currently having a few hot chips. Little Arlo, his cousin Taj Rahui's out there. He loves the Falcons. What did you think of that goal?
It was good.
It was good, is that it? Give us a bit more.
Awesome.
Yeah, I reckon that was bloody good. That was a good effort from Harry Viney. And he wasn't too bullish about their chances at half-time. So that should perk up the home side and their support, their spirits in this second half. As Window tries to 1-1 on that second half start. Handballed over to Rapana, who was held up. His pressure's been good. Little Reggie Rapana, Sacred Heart. As the home patrons flock to the balcony after finishing up the weekly meat tray here at Payneham Norwood Union Oval. Never heard the word sexy so many times in my life. As Carlotto puts it through, something out of nothing there for Sacred Heart. Found a bit of space where there was none. And the player coach is on the board. So 1 goal apiece. 2 minutes into this third quarter. And the Kieran Haiketsu scoreboard is lighting up in his third term. quickly just give you some around the grounds updates, some important ones in the context of the other team's season here. Golden Grove hold a 48-point advantage over your top side and reigning Premier Port District at Harpers Field. Glenunga versus St Peters. St Peters went into half-time 2 points to the good. PAC versus Salisbury North. That's a 31-point margin there for the Hawks at half-time. And Rocks versus Broadview. 39 plays 25, so 14 points there. Rocks are to the good at half-time at Campbelltown Oval. As Payneham look to respond. Strolling in. Just missing to the near side was Dylan Pippett. Another gettable opportunity there for Payneham. Had time to steady, but he didn't strike it anywhere near as good as he would have liked. So the game and the intensity has gone up a little bit. 10 points the margin now for the away side. Agnew pumps it out. Moore coming across. Just dropped. Nearly held onto it. Christanzig tackled by Noble. Interesting to see that Christanzig's got his quad or hamstring strapped, upper leg. He's a tough competitor. He'll resume. Heavy contest there in the middle of the ground. Slow to get to his feet is the Payneham player. And in the secondary collision, McRae lays a nice tackle. Noble wins it down. Moore sharks it. Tackled straight away. Going nowhere. Christanzig's up for the fight here in this second half. Goes straight to Ethan Moore. Body on. Big dump tackle. And it is paid as a sling. Giannini in the Wagner direction on the lead. Barely been sighted in the forward line. Of course, had a 10-minute sin bin in that second quarter. Only comes as far as Fraser Greaves. Hewson wants it around the back for a handball. That's a nice looking ball though by Greaves, but doesn't get to his teammate as required, and Simons sitting back, playing a good defensive wingman role. Intercepts and finds Agnew, who finds McRae. Moore streaming forward. LeCornu, position A, holds on in front of Mackenzie. Probably doesn't have the distance here, I don't think, LeCornu. So he just chips it to the pocket. McAuliffe, that didn't reach, I don't think. It has. Umpire's called a mark. Henry McAuliffe now will line up for his second. He's already got one today, Henry McAuliffe. Kicked 3 against Payneham in round 4 earlier in the year. He knows where the goals are. He'll fancy himself. The people on the balcony trying to do as much as they can to put him off, and they have done. Front, Will McAuliffe, head over it. Umpire comes in and says, I'll have it. Greaves wins it down, cleared Giannini. Noble, first on the scene, and takes it on the chest. He's got excellent skills for a big man, Bradley Noble. He's no doubt got the journey. Be a question of accuracy. 5 goals, 4 for the day, Sacred Heart. This to put the margin, 16 points. Strikes it okay, looks straight, and he's got the one-arm salute in the air, Bradley Noble. And he put it through. So again, just something out of nothing there for Sacred Heart. It was a hat kick out of congestion there by Giannini, and it was to no one. Maybe the defensive wall, the half forwards didn't press up as far as they needed to clear the ball out. but the defensive wall for Sacred Heart was set. And the big man took advantage of his opportunity in front of the big sticks. So 16 points to margin for the away side. Giannini trying to will his side over the line. Will his side back in front. Big torpedo forward by Theo Durakopoulos. They've worked it out here through Agnew, Sacred Heart. Rahui attacked the footy while Rapana waited for it. And he ends up taking a tackle for his trouble. Couldn't quite get clear, get a kick on the footy. Greaves and Noble. Greaves wins that one, only as far as Moore. Tackled and harassed. Simons. Moore clears it. Carlotto playing in front of Durack. Durack did well to impact as much as he could. Carlotto kept it in front. Max Wagner now. First on the footy. Rahui. Rapana. Greaves couldn't pick it up. Wagner. Window. Good tackle, Theo. And this should go out of bounds. Rapana sees it over the line. Love when you come to any community footy ground and the ball finds its way in front of the members. The noise level always goes up a notch. Can Payneham feed off of that noise and energy from the home fans? Dylan Pippett doesn't like something here from Ethan Moore, and he's come in to say a few words, and Ethan Moore's given him a couple for his troubles. But Ethan Moore's ended up with a free, and it's come to Window. He's got Gluyas working for him, goes there. One more handball. Can they get boot on ball? Will McAuliffe now goes inside 50. Rapana sitting under it. Holds strong. Does Reggie Rapana. Sensational mark. Max Wagner was coming and he made him earn it. Simons comes to the bench. The skipper of Sacred Heart says to his teammate Reggie Rapana, make it count. Left-footed approach, pushed it across the face. Kakuro dropped what he probably should have taken in the end. Kick smothered, cleared by Hewson. 2 on 3 for Sacred Heart. Falls to Hockley for Payneham. Only as far as Payne though, umpires found a free. Plenty of numbers here for Payneham. Kakuro's going to fly, but in front, McKenzie. Ball's held up. Francis tackles McKenzie. So it's Greaves and Carlotto on the move. McAuliffe. Only as far as Payneham, and it's cleared, but it's 3 on 1 for Sacred Heart, and they've got plenty of numbers. They're queuing up. Brinkworth. Back to McRae. Just fashions a kick to Darcy Gluyas. He's got a left foot, so he's going to find it. And he goes to Hildyard. Sensational ball in board. Rapana on short, goes over his head. Carlotto. That must have taken a little outswinger just as it found Carlotto's mitts. Because it looked like he was lunging. And Agnew stops any chance of a Payneham Norwood Union counter-attack by Sparkle and holds him up. Noble taps it inboard. Rapana only as far as Giannini though on the second attempt. Takes the ball. Hewson comes inboard. Sanzo. They've got runners now. Rahui. The noise from the crowd goes up a bit. Takes 2 bounces. Viney working for him. Sensational mark on the lead. The home fans love this kind of ball movement. Just has to be held up momentarily, Viney. And he goes to Kelly over the back. Can it fall to Payneham? Off the ground. Shanked. And Window's going to track it over the line. What's the umpire say? Short ball back inboard, not 15, says the umpire. McRae goes to the outer side. Hildyard on the chest, lunging forward. Just got his arms under it. Great mark. Called to play on and just takes the game forward. Out the back, McAuliffe used his body well. He's got Co for support. Uses him. Little Chisler, Carlotto, clean below his knees. Sensational take. Wheels. Francis. One-hander. Holds on. That's classic Sacred Heart footy there. Shift the angle, move the defence, and then once they get some clear air, they go. They run, they gun, and they go. It was a clever bit of body work by Henry McAuliffe to let that ball get out the back. He knew that's where all the space was. Francis now just needs to put it through. And he makes no mistake, Harry Francis. Goal umpire signals all clear. 22 points the margin for the away side. And in classic modern day footy fashion, Francis kicks the goal and comes to the bench for a rest. Payneham have plenty of work to do. Quarter and a half left in this one. All single goal kickers for Sacred Heart this afternoon. And they've got 7 of them. 7 goals for, plays 3-6. 14 minutes gone on the Kieran Haiketsu scoreboard. Of course, our 5 live streams of Division 1 proudly brought to you by our sponsors, High Five e-bikes, Dartfish, Jag Meatworks, Kimberley Resorts, Programs to Fit, Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Classic Clashes, custom by ORTC and Archie's. As Payneham Northern Union go forward and Viney. Nice bit of play there by his teammate Lurs, who took it cleanly on the half volley, had time to steady and put the kick to Viney's advantage. And stretching out nice and high, he held on. He's got reliable mitts, Harry Viney. 25 goals for the year. Viney comes in. They needed that one, Payneham. He's had a super season, Harry Viney. 26 goals on the year now. He's already surpassed his goal tally of 2024. He had 21 last year. And there's still plenty of season left in 2025 for him to keep putting it through the big sticks. 26 goals puts him around about 4th or 3rd even in the competition goal tally. And Hellabout has 30 odd for Salisbury North, and of course Lenny Pascoe leading the way in Division 1 with 50 odd goals for Golden Grove. They've already got 7 or 8 of their own today, Golden Grove, so I'd hate to know how many of them he's got. Back to Payneham now. McRae, kick smothered. Umpire's found a free. I think it's for a throw on Ethan Moore. Lurs has got it, so he's been involved the last couple of plays. It's all stagnant up ahead. And there's a couple of spare players for Sacred Heart, so you can't just bomb it long. Sparkle kicks it to the free spot. Viney, McRae off hands. That's not going to find his teammates. Put him under pressure. Sanzo wraps up Simons. Holding the ball, says the umpire. That was extremely stiff in my opinion. But the home fans don't care. They all had perfect sight of that one. I think he got a handball away, Simons, but they do not mind. It's with Paddy Sanzo. Experienced campaigner. Played his 200th a couple of weeks ago for the club. Needs to go through. Pushes it to the right. And it stays right. So 10 scoring shots. Oh, 11 scoring shots, plays 11. Rahui called for a trip on McRae. He goes down the guts. Houston, big spoil. Greaves in pursuit. Simons handballs back. Agnew, time to steady. Goes inboard. Sparkle, sensational spoil. Giannini gets a handball. Moore gets a handball away. McRae taken high. Just a bit clumsy there from the Payneham tackler. McRae lost his footing. Umpire's found a free. Rahui takes the game forward straight away. Finds Viney on the chest. He's just taking Sanderson back to his mark. So, Harry Viney has 3 of Payneham's 4 goals today. He's going to kick from 48. No breeze to speak of here at Payneham. Slight angle, pushes it to the right. Ball stays inboard. Not for long. Umpire pulls it out of bounds. Pretty scary to think where Payneham Norwood Union would be without Harry Viney. He's kicked a lot of their goals this year. Off hands, Kristanzig, left foot snap! Bang! Something out of nothing there for Payneham Norwood Union. And it's back to 9 points. Kristanzig was fired up after that one. Ball just fell in his lap from that boundary throw-in. He realised he had all the time in the world to roll onto that left and put it through. Just ticking in to red time here in this third quarter. And the energy levels up on the balcony have just gone up another notch. Greaves, Sparkle from the clearance for Payneham. Simons playing defensive side, will get there first in front of Catalano. Simons steadies but doesn't find a teammate. It's now with Giannini for Payneham. Time to straighten. Viney on the lead. Umpire calls play on. Thought that was a free for Viney. Looked to be pushed, but umpire said, get up and play on, lads. Much to the disgust of the home fans, and they're going to get a free now, Sacred Heart. This is not going to please them. It's with Coe. He's about 70 from home. Short ball. Looks like one of the McAuliffes out on that outer side. Another Chisler, McRae, not 15. Play on. To the top of the square. Over everyone's head. Simon's trying to track it. Gets a touch on it. And the goal umpire says it did have a touch on it. Ball in now, Sacred Heart. Kick smothered. Kakuro. Moore. Snapping ball. Out on the fall. McKenzie, little Chisler out of full back. Ethan Moore. Teammates get around him. Just got in front of Catalano. And made sure that Payneham couldn't get it out of their defensive 50. Colotto in front, wins the contest. Hewson clears for Payneham to a one-on-one. Kelly, 2-on-1 now for Sacred Heart. Hockley, great tackle on Agnew. There's plenty of feeling in this one. Payneham up for the fight. They're 9 points down. Pippet. Umpire says he wasn't going anywhere. Give me the footy. Greaves, Colotto wins it. Cristanzi, Catalano has time now. Rahui, he's there for support. Time to steady. Just chips it in Viney's direction. Sparkle turns and marks. Catalano streaming forward. Window tracks his run. Great defensive duties there from Hunter Window. Sparkle short. Wagner. Clever play. Smart play from the Falcons. And if I was Tyler Sparkle, I'd be looking for my key forward, my skipper. 15 goals for the year for Tommy Wagner. He's been one of few to give Payneham the spark this season. 15 goals, 7 times in the best players for the skipper. He's been enormous. This would bring the house down. He's not going to get the journey. It's marked. Kelly. He puts it through, Kelly, and it's 3 points the margin. Cristanzi comes to the bench for a well-earned rest. Well, I had my money on Wagner to put that one through, goalpost height. He let me down, but lucky, one of the biggest men on the ground, Nick Kelly, was there to take the mark in the hole and pop it through from the goal square. 6-7 plays 7-4. 3 points the margin as we approach three-quarter time. That Kieran Haiketsu scoreboard's been ticking over this quarter. It's been good to see. 4 goals to 3. Can the Falcons take the lead before three-quarter time? Surely only minutes away. Lurs tackled by Gluyas. Moving the ball a lot better this quarter, Payneham. Getting some run from behind, likes of Rahui, as you saw in that last passage of play. Getting off his man, Rapana. Trying to create for the home side. Going direct to goal. Greaves wins it down. And as far as Moore, Window, so much poise. Have a look at that. That's beautiful. Poetry in motion, Hunter Window. That kick's not great from Brickworth. Over Colotto's head. And it's Rahui who mops up. Giannini puts Houston under pressure with that handball. Umpire put the whistle to his mouth and put it away. Rahui under pressure. Held up McAuliffe. They wanted higher, the home fans, but they didn't get it. 26 minutes gone, third quarter. Noble wins it down. Window. Sensational one-handed take. Found Kakuro, who found Hildyard. 40 metres out from home. If you have the ability to go back and take a quick replay of that clearance from Window. He was past the ball, stuck his right mid out, and it stuck in there and he was able to give the handball to his teammate. And it eventually ended up with Hildyard. He's already kicked one today. This would silence the home crowd. Strolls in, shanks it. Francis under it. Brought to ground. Will McAuliffe snap. Looks okay, but it's not okay. And it's out on the full. So Brad McKenzie's going to bring it in for Payneham. Sacred Heart, cherry ripe for the taking here. Their form hasn't been great. Payneham just need to bring the intensity for 4 quarters. and they could have a W and 2 points to their name. Stick around here on Filming Footy for the last quarter, which is only seconds away, you'd think, to find out what the outcome of this result's going to be. It's with Brinkworth for Sacred Heart, right in front of our commentary position. Noble, window coming across. Noble not happy. He had an easy chest mark. There's your three-quarter time siren, which brings lots of applause from the home faithful, who find themselves only 3 points down at three-quarter time. Halfway through this third quarter. Halfway through the third quarter, Shocker about 20 points to the good. And since then, Payneham went bang, bang, bang and got themselves right back into this contest. It was 4 goals to 3 that quarter for the home side. The margin was 11 at half-time. It's 3 at three-quarter time. What will the final margin be? Who will get the 2 points, the much-needed 2 points here in the Adelaide Footy League? Payneham fighting for relegation, fighting for survival here in Division 1. Sacred Heart clinging on to 5th spot in the Adelaide Footy League. Come back in minutes for the final quarter and see what the outcome is. We'll be back after these short messages. Final quarter action coming your way on Filming Footy here at Payneham Norwood Union Oval. 3 points is the margin between 9th place Payneham and 5th place Sacred Heart. Massive ramifications on the end of this one for either side. Whoever can take home the 2 points. For the home side, they're trying to avoid relegation. And for Sacred Heart, they're clinging onto a final spot. Stick around here for the next 30 minutes and see what the outcome of this match will be. Payneham looking to get the first of the last quarter, which they need to win this game, to get in front. Catalano tracks it in front of Hildyard, who's been enormous for Sacred Heart. He sits on it, Catalano. Umpire says, I'll have it. Payneham Norwood Union, 4 goals to 3 straight in that third quarter. They come home with a wet sail. There's absolutely no wind to speak of, so conditions are favourable for either side here in the last quarter. Hildyard streaming away, bombs it 50 metres into the direction of Carlotto. Durack keeps his feet, was tripped unintentionally though. Hewson with a bit of poise. I've loved his composure across half back today for the Falcons. Finds Catalano. Kicks it to a 2-on-2. Wagner in front of Dewhurst. Kept his feet and kicked it forward. That was clever there from Wagner. Moore so strong through his core. McAuliffe just lost Catalano and he took a mark. He's got Kakuro on his own. Goes in the direction of Lecornu. He plays on Darcy Lecornu. Seizes up the big sticks and put it through. Sacred Heart go whack. It's just the start they needed, Sacred Heart. Payneham with all the momentum at the end of that third quarter. They just give themselves a little bit of breathing space. Our 5 live streams of Division 1 proudly brought to you by our sponsors High Five E-Bikes, Dartfish, Jag Meatworks, Kimberley Resorts, Programs to Fit, Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Classic Clashes, Custom by IRTC, and Archie's. And of course, the Gully Public House and Garden, where the winner of the Best on Ground will take home a $50 voucher, thanks to the Gully. I'd say the next 25 minutes will decide the winner of the Best on Ground. There's been even contributors for either side. Poor kick, Giannini. You can't kick it to your ruckman's ankles. He does well to keep it in front and hold Clayton Simons up momentarily. As the sun comes out. Cloud clearing here at Payneham Oval. Moore tackled. Got a handball out to McRae, who just hacked it forward. Durack playing in front and it was being held. Great work by the defender. Spreads it wide to Hewson in the sun. Didn't see it. Has time to steady. I think that's Max Wagner, not Isaac Hewson. That's all right. Kelly does well. Keeps it in front. Gets a handball. Brinkworth. That's what we see so often from Sacred Heart. They peel off. They read the kicker's cue. And they protect the most dangerous bit of space on the ground behind the footy. Brinkworth just pumps it out of there. Wagner, 2-on-1, brought to ground by Carlotto. Excellent. Moore handballs over the top. McAuliffe has time. Lecornu can't stop that sort of ball movement. He gave the Shocks the start they would have needed and wanted in this last quarter with that first major. This for his second in a couple of minutes. Darcy Lecornu! Bang, bang, go the Shocks. And they skip away to 15 points. How can Payneham respond? 15 points down. Wagner in a 1-on-2. Brought to ground by Dewhurst. Crunching tackle, Nye. Pippett in the back. Just needs to get it long. Needs to get it deep. Viney in a 1-on-1. Brought to ground. Wagner. Kick smothered. Great work by the shock defence. Gluyas clears. Theodorakopoulos is there with Mackenzie for support, who goes inboard to Hewson. He's got Hockley on his own at half forward. He goes there. Kick's not great though. Over their heads. Simons takes on the tackler. Mackenzie with time. Hockley just pumps it on the boot. Wagner. Dewhurst has held Tommy Wagner at bay all afternoon. Been sensational from the young defender for Shock. They're trying to repel here, Sacred Heart. Simons tackled only as far as Mackenzie. Chisler down the line. Kept in. Now it's out. Brinkworth pushes Hockley over the line. 6 minutes gone here in this last quarter. They need to get a move on Payneham. They need a goal. Urgently. Greaves wins it down. Only as far as Moore. He's been huge through the midfield today. And he's earned a free for his troubles, Ethan Moore. Ball down the line, window. Back inboard, Simons. He's got to get rid of it. He does. Brinkworth providing plenty of run. Cooper Brinkworth today. And they've mucked this up here, Sacred Heart. And Payneham are out. Wagner, he's got Viney first in the race to goal. It's a pretty good kick to his advantage. Wagner! Viney, not Wagner. Wagner with the kick inside 50. Harry Viney, 3 for the afternoon. $15 points down. Just has to go through. 6 goals, 7 for the day. Payneham. Hits the post. He was wheeling away in celebration, Harry Viney. And at the last hurdle, it hit the post. Noble has it now. 30-odd from home. It's got Will McAuliffe on this near side. Great skills for a big man, Bradley Noble. Simons on short. Coe through the middle. Noble working for him. They look to want to go for the switch a lot, Sacred Heart, so they've been forced down the line. Carlotto presents and collects. McRae. They go to the outer side. Payne. Hewson's read this well. Sensational mark. Couldn't quite go as quick as he wanted to. Didn't have much on. That kick's not going to reach his teammate. Sanderson read it well. It's 3-on-1 here for Sacred Heart now. Plenty of time. McAuliffe, Payne. Hewson did so well to read the kick and take the mark, and then just burnt the footy. Darcy Gluyas. It's got Noble in the middle. It's got LeCornu. Noble drifting into some space in the forward line. Dropped. Hewson. Viney. Does he get there in front of Sanderson? No. McRae working to the outer side in that pocket of space. Little Chisler, Noble, holds strong, right on 50. It's a clutch mark. If that comes to ground, Payneham are potentially away. Now they can set up behind the ball. Don't know if he's got the journey in him. There's plenty of people on the line. Wheels around, gets under it. It's a big 9-iron to the top of the square. Good spoil. Coe first on the scene for Sacred Heart. Gets a handball away. Simons, can he work some magic? He can't. Boundary line beats. Mac Haynes is going to bring it in for Payneham Norwood Union. Should be 25 metres, I would have thought. Umpire's telling him to get back and he's not. Anyway, this is play on now, and Haynes pumps it down the line. Just raffle it off there for Payneham. There was plenty of numbers around it. Agnew dumps. Dylan Pippett. Moore, back to Agnew. Pumps it to 35 out. Durack, great body work. Takes the mark. They need a bit of luck here, Payneham. They don't get it. The ball doesn't bounce their way. Rapana back inside 50. McAuliffe on his own. This to ice the game. Will McAuliffe puts it through. It's 3 last quarter goals for Sacred Heart, and that just about finishes things off, I would have thought. 20 points is a long way to come back from in the Adelaide Footy League, especially against the defence as stingy as Sacred Heart. They've set the game up beautifully. Always generating a spare behind the footy. Payneham have had to work so hard for their shots on goal this afternoon. 12 minutes gone, final quarter. Noble clears, only as far as Mac Haynes. Sanzo, Haynes, arches the back, gets a kick away, only as far as Ethan Moore. Nye, great tackle. Shrugs off, Bauer, Sanzo, down the line. Even numbers around it, Viney first there. Just through his fingertips though, and it fell to Dewhurst, who puts it back from where it came. Greaves coming across, put it down. Sanzo spun out of a jam. Pumps it long, coming across. Fell to ground. Nye, great tackle. Probably holding the ball. Sanderson kept it in front. Now it's with Brinkworth, who finds the mark that they need. McRae, they turn him board. Coe, they're queuing up now. Sacred Heart, down the guts. Kakuro. Carlotto doubling back. He's got Lecornu, or he's got Brinkworth over the back. That's where he's going. Brinkworth! Dropped it in the end. He was there in position 8. And I was looking away from the play right at the very end there, and it's ended up in the hands of Hildyard, I think, and he wheels around on the left. And there's your ball game, 26 points. Hildyard second. He's been enormous from the wing, Charlie Hildyard. From the clearance, where Sacred Heart have been dominant all afternoon. They win another clearance. This is just what they needed to do, Sacred Heart. They knew they'd be challenged. by Payneham side, desperate not to go down. Moore with a bit of poise finds Carlotto. Whatever the margin ends up being, it's definitely not a true reflection of how this game's gone. Payneham Norwood Union have been very good and would be very stiff if they do go down. But Carlotto comes in and buries it. He loves it. That's his second of the day. Five goals in this last quarter for Shock. Not the outcome you're after, mate?
No.
No. Thought you were a bit of a sniff there. Playing pretty good.
Yeah.
Just let it slip in this last quarter, eh? It's unfortunate. It's plenty of time for you guys to stay up in Division 1, I reckon. Liked what I've seen today. There's enough there. Sparkle from the middle. Gets it forward. Payneham Norwood Union's way. Sanzo now. Pumps it long. Not sure if that's going to find a teammate. Sanderson's first there. Rush through, not quite. Handball out. Viney sells one, sells two. Lurs. Back to Giannini. Spins out of a jam. Snaps. Wagner. 1, 2, 3 grabs. A few bites of the cherry and he couldn't hold on. It slapped through for a minor score. 5 goals straight. Plays 2 behinds in this last quarter. There is your ball game, unfortunately. 1 goal 3, 1 goal 2, first and second quarter for Payneham. Not 15, play on, says the umpire. Wagner holds on Dewhurst. He's probably had the measure there on Tommy Wagner this afternoon, young Luke Dewhurst. Kick smothered by Wagner from the ruck contest. Window. Catalano held on to there by Hildyard. 17.5 minutes gone. Interesting to see who we decide takes home the Archies and the Gully Public House and Garden $50 voucher. McAuliffe got through traffic where there was none. Chips it over the top. LeCornew's going to finish with at least 4. That was a bit of magic there. Henry McAuliffe. Take a bow, you've had a day out. Only got the 1 goal, Henry McAuliffe, but so much spark up forward. And LeCornu is the beneficiary with 4 majors this afternoon. And this is what I wanted to see from a Sacred Heart perspective this afternoon. A score on the board, something we haven't seen from them for a number of weeks. Missing some key contributors, especially in the forward department. Moroney, LeCornu, Kakuro and Carlotto have been absent for the last couple of weeks. They just needed some troops back to get some forward structure. You can see the forward line's been working a lot better this afternoon when they've had their opportunities. They haven't got led in each other's way and they've held on to their marks and converted. LeCornu brings it to ground against Haynes, tackles. McAuliffe couldn't quite get there for ground level. And it's found its way to Sparkle on the outer side for Payneham. 37 points the margin here at Payneham Oval. 19 minutes gone in this last term. 6 goals to none. Sacred Heart have come home with a wet sail, that's for sure. Christanzig marks over the top. Wagner. Viney 2-on-1, never going to get there. Brinkworth chops out his teammate Sanderson, and Viney's given away 25. I'd say that's a frustrated 25 given away, maybe just some verbal to the umpire. There's been a lone hand down there this afternoon. Kenyon put his teammate under pressure, and Theodorakopoulos fisted out of bounds. Worked hard on that wing today, Theo. Noble wins it down. Moore, another clearance. He'd have to be in the double digits today, surely. Ethan Moore for clearances. Hockley, kick forward. Umpire's found a free, holding on, and I think it's going to Nick Kelly. Doesn't look confident. Giannini's in a pocket of space. If he turns around, he does. But it's not going there. It's going somewhere else. And it's all Sacred Heart where he went. Viney tried to lay a big tackle. Giannini, snapping ball. Wagner, 2-on-1. Sanderson gets it out of the area. Catalano keeps it in. Does he find a teammate? He doesn't. Hewson, time to steady. Off one step. Isaac Hewson. Great finish. Recruited from the Border Districts Footy Club, and in the off-season Isaac Hewson, and has played footy in the Adelaide Footy League in years gone past for Teacher Gully. Premiership player at Teacher Gully actually in Division 1. He was recruited from Border Districts after kicking a fair amount of goals over the last couple of years. So I was interested to see that he's playing at half-back for Payneham Norwood Union. Probably need a half-forward type that can take a mark and has a good penetrating kick forward of the footy. But I'm not part of the coaching staff there. And right on cue, spins out of a jam with a bit of poise, finds Rahui. Does Hewson. Comes to Lurs on this near side. Good spoil, Brinkworth out of bounds. And the Sacred Heart players are up and about at that effort from Cooper Brinkworth. There's been plenty of energy from the Shocks today. For good reason too. They put 13 goals on the board. They demolished Broadview a couple of weeks ago. Sacred Heart put 16 goals on the board, but before that they hadn't done it since round 6. So it's been a long time between drinks for putting on a big score against some opposition there for Sacred Heart. So their offence is back to where they want it to be. Still a few soldiers to return to this side as well. So it's ominous if you're the rest of the competition. It's been good viewing in this last quarter from a Sacred Heart perspective. Wagner takes a nice mark. Viney at the back, got the sit! Harry Viney! He's kicked 3 today, Harry Viney, but that's just about the highlight of the lot. It's about as high as he'll ever jump from here on out, Harry Viney. And he just got a nice little sit in the back of Sanderson. Should convert here, Harry Viney. Oh, he doesn't, he shanks it. Kicked it out on the full. It's just disappointing. 3 goals for the game for Harry Viney. Could have had a half dozen. He missed a couple of chances, a couple of behinds, and put that one out on the full. See you, mate. Have a good one. Keep kicking snags, all right? Gluius now from fullback. Only as far as Durack, who ran underneath the footy, and if Sacred Heart can be clean, they are out. Coe has time, just puts it into space, says Darcy Lacornu, get on the end of that. Or McRae, look out for the bone crusher, off the ground, left foot soccer, does it get through? It does! Unbelievable, how's that dribbled through? And not taking a right hand dodgy bounce, like we know from the Sharon, it went straight all the way. And the co-captain gets a bit of reward on the scoreboard for his efforts this afternoon. As always, you know what you're going to get from Bone Crusher McRae. That puts the margin out to 37 points. 25 minutes gone on the Kieran Haiketsu scoreboard. It's been a dominant second half here for Sacred Heart. 10 goals have piled on in this second half. The 5th place side in the Adelaide Footy League. Only minutes to go here at Payneham Oval. See what the other results look like around the grounds. At 3/4 time, Broadview found themselves only 3 points down at Ross Trevor, so could they get their first win of the year? Wait and see, that should update any minute now. Salisbury North are doing a number on Prince Alfred, 42 points to the good at 3/4 time. St Peter's 17 points in front of Glenunga. Simons picks up, sells a bit of candy, right foot check side. And just rubbing salt into the wounds here are Sacred Heart of Payneham Norwood Union. 15 goals for the afternoon, Sacred Heart, and they're all getting in on the act now. Ten individual goal kickers from a Sacred Heart perspective today, so that's very pleasing for the coaching group. And in the match of the round over at Harpers Field, 4th versus 1st, Golden Grove taking on Port Districts, it was 76 plays 51. Golden Grove 25 points up at 3/4 time. Wait and see whether Port Districts mounted a big comeback or if Golden Grove held on. Pippett. There's a consolation goal for Payneham Norwood Union. And it's Dylan Pippett who finished off a nice bit of play there. Collected, stepped inside and kicked truly on his left foot. 8-9 plays 15-4, back to 37 points. $28 minutes gone, sorry, in the last quarter. Golden Grove, 36 points to the good. Only minutes away from full time there at Harpers Field, so it's a sensational win for Golden Grove against the reigning premier. From a Sacred Heart perspective, it's been a classic Sacred Heart performance today. Defensively, they've been sound. You're going to give up some opportunities in a game of footy, especially in Division 1, but they've limited the quality of Payneham Norwood Union's looks at goal. Don't get me wrong, some of Payneham's looks that they have had, 8 goals, 9, they've definitely been gettable. And earlier on in this match, they could have found themselves a little bit more further in front at times when they were in front early on. But it was the midway point through the third quarter where Sacred Heart kicked 3 goals and took an 11-point advantage into half-time. And from there, it was just a bridge too far for Payneham to get. They couldn't get themselves back in front and put the scoreboard pressure on that they needed to. And in this last quarter, Sacred Heart have just put the foot on the throat with 8 goals to 2. And the scoreboard, the final score, when you're looking on Play HQ tonight, is not going to reflect the quality and the tightness of game and contest that we saw today at Payneham Norwood Union. But from the outside looking in, you're going to see the 37-point scoreline, and I think that's a fair reflection of probably where both teams are at. Payneham Norwood Union and their interim coach, Ben Hunt, back to the drawing board. Some definitely positive signs for them in their quest to stay alive in Division 1 for next year. As Sparkle snaps from the clearance. through for a minor score. So an even 6-goal margin now. We've just ticked over 30 minutes gone in this last term, so siren is only seconds away, I would assume. And for Sacred Heart, just touched on it a couple of minutes ago, 10 individual goal kickers and 15 in total. They've only done that they've only kicked 15 goals 3 other times this season, so this is a score that they needed to put on for their confidence offensively. It's their 4th biggest score of the year. So that tells you that if you can get some players back, especially in the forward half of the ground, it's going to help you out when you're playing with makeshift guys. Rapana at the back, didn't hold on. Payne, McRae on his own on the wing. He's got Kakuro streaming forward, or Francis. So there is your final score at Payneham Norwood Union Oval. 8-10-58, the home side going down. 15 goals for 94. Shot come away, 36 point. Winners away from home in a game that they just needed to win. They could have won by 1 point, they could have won by 10 goals. But all that matters for Sacred Heart is they walk away with the 2 points. They could have won ugly, they could have won beautifully, they could have had the most polished game in the world. They would have only cared about the 2 points, and that's what they've got today. As for Payneham, there's definitely enough there for them in their quest to stay alive in Division 1. Of course, they were missing Matty Nunn and Sam Morris, a couple of key figures through their engine room. So there's some positive signs there for Payneham, as we did touch on right at the end of the broadcast. Plenty of good players for Payneham. Mackenzie, I thought, was great, and especially in the first half. Giannini worked tirelessly all day. Kristanzik's spark up forward was awesome. Rahui run off the half-back line was great. But it probably has to be Harry Viney who takes home the best on ground, at least for Payneham Norwood Union. Probably not the best on ground for the whole game, but he was Payneham's best, I thought. Plenty of movement up forward for Harry Viney. Took some great clunks. Finished with 3 goals. Probably could have had a half dozen. Missed a couple of chances he would like back. But I thought he was very, very solid for Payneham. And there was a lot of even contributors for Sacred Heart. The defence really stood up. They set the game up. They played the game the Sacred Heart way. Agnew took plenty of intercept marks in that first half. Darcy Glorious was getting involved on the offensive side of things for Sacred Heart. Sanderson played a really strong role on Viney. Ethan Moore worked tirelessly through the middle of the ground, as did Hunter Window and Bo McRae. And Bradley Noble, I thought, probably won the ruck battle through the middle of the ground. Quickly just touch on the goal kickers. Harry Viney finished with 3. Mackenzie, Kelly, Kristanzik, Hewson and Pippett all finished with singles. For the Shockers, LeCornu ended up with 4. He was excellent in his return game to the A grade for Sacred Heart. Hildyard and Carlotto finished with 2. McAuliffe, Coe, Simons, McRae, Will McAuliffe, Francis and Noble 1 apiece. So 10 individual goal kickers there for Sacred Heart. If you're looking for a highlight, quarter 1, 23-minute mark, Henry McAuliffe kicked things off for Sacred Heart with a nice snapping ball. So you can go back and look at that one on the Filming Footy live stream on YouTube, of course. Here at Payneham Oval, wrapping things up, it was an 8-goal final quarter to 2 for the away side, which saw them take home the much-needed 2 points and finish 36 points to the good. Thanks to Barnaby on the camera today, and of course all of our sponsors that bring you the live broadcast of Division 1 footy each and every week. From myself, Jack Bamwell, it's been a pleasure to bring you this game of footy, and stay tuned for more Adelaide Footy League action for the remaining 5 weeks here in the Adelaide Footy League.